Good morning, everyone. You're watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. I'm your business evangelist, Lloyd Luna. This is Creative Business.
Live from the Global News Network studio in the Philippines, here's your business evangelist and host, Lloyd Luna.
It will be an interesting discussion this morning because we are going to have a very special guest which will be talking about selling. We're going to solve one of those biggest problems that any organization actually encounter, which is minsan hindi nakukuha ang tamang quota. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is a multi-awarded author and one of the most recognized sales professional trainer in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the author of Ahente, Mr. Emmanuel Bobet and Santos. Sir, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you? How have you been?
Okay lang. I'm fine.
Yeah, madalas nag-uulan ngayon, ano? Isa ba ito sa mga problema ng mga sellers natin?
Sellers, lalo na kasi it slows them down. So, as they go from one mode of transportation to the next. Mas maganda yung maaraw.
Right. Exactly, sir. What do you do right now? Aside from the idea that you are speaking with me here live.
All right. I'm currently the marketing head of FTC Leasing and Finance. So, well, we have a sales organization, and then there's a sales component and a marketing component.
Yeah.
So, I'm the head of the marketing component.
I have heard and read that you were educated in two most outstanding universities in the Philippines.
Yes, two of the
Is
most
that true?
outstanding.
Two of
yes.
the most, yeah.
Because
Because LaSalle people might, they might say something about it.
it's UP and Ateneo.
Which is more challenging school for you?
Well, the University of the Philippines, because I had to stay in a dormitory there. So
Right.
it was challenging in the sense that you need to discipline yourself. Unlike if you study in a school near your house. So you study and then your parents are there to control you. Unlike in the University of the Philippines. I stayed in a dorm. So mas kailangan talaga magdisiplina.
Okay. And then mas marami ka ring free time.
Yes, mas maraming free time, pero wag naman yung masyadong marami.
Yeah, I'm sure. Before we talk about your best-selling book, Ahente, and probably your profession right now,
All right.
I would like to go through a deeper process. I would like to know exactly how did your childhood look like. And I'm sorry, I'm sure this is a way back.
Okay. Oo nga, medyo matagal na.
In your recollection,
All right.
how did it look like?
As far as I
far
can
as you
remember,
can
as far as I can remember, so people, members of the family, let's say, are having a party, let's say, in the sala. I'm inside the room reading.
You're young,
Ganon. So,
and you're into books.
I'm into books, ganon. And,
What were you
it's a
reading?
sad existence.
Right. What were you doing? What kind of...
There are storybooks na for mga 4, 5 years old. And then I was fond of, I'm fond of reading adventure books.
Okay.
When I was young. And then nag-graduate na yun sa history books. Ganon.
So you're really into
nag-progress
books?
na. Oo.
You're really into books?
Oo. Kasi, I'm lucky kasi I got into books. So I learned how to write easier.
Right,
Kasi
right.
pag nagbabasa ka lagi, nako-condition yung mind mo, so lalo na sentence structure, sentence patterns, mga gano'n.
Yeah, let's talk about your high school. Were you academically focused or?
High school, not so much. No, I was not in the I was not in the honor roll.
Right.
So it was a Catholic school. So
Where is this?
Malate Catholic School. So with during that time, the Columban sisters and fathers were in charge of the school.
Your involvement in organizations?
All right. I was a member of the Apostleship of Prayer, and
Wow.
student Catholic action.
It's actually a prelude to priesthood. It can be a prelude. Why not become a priest?
In fact, the Dominicans started recruiting me before I finished high school.
Right. So why not?
If you go to the girls' high of Malate Catholic School,
I don't know.
you'll know why.
I don't know.
Probably that's one of the reasons.
Okay, that's one of the reasons.
Among others.
Sa bagay, sayang no? Sayang yung lahi na pwede mong i-provide.
I-propagate.
I-propagate. I-propagate, no problem. And then,
Alright.
straight from high school, you went to
To the
which
University of the
Philippines.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you took
AD Sociology.
AB Sociology. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I was fond of
Kasi-
looking at people in society.
Kasi parang nung bata ka, nasa kwarto ka lang. And then nung college, you want to go out and...
Kasi nagbago buhay ko nung high school.
Mm.
So doon na kasi dumami yung mga kakilala ko. So nagbago yung perspective eh. Nung elementary ako medyo, well, may mga kaibigan ako pero not so much. No? Nung high school, doon talaga siya, doon talaga dumami. And naging observant kasi ako sa events, nangyayari sa society.
Right.
Kaya yung sociology talaga nag-fit in siya doon. Kasi,
That's your personal choice.
yeah, it's money in society kasi.
Your parents did not have anything to do with that?
They wanted me to take up architecture.
Okay.
So, luckily,
Obviously, you won.
I won.
Obviously, you won the case.
Oh.
So, they allowed you to take
Otherwise, baka
sociology.
na-kick out na ako sa architecture.
But really, is it something that you would consider in the future?
I would rather consider law. Mas
Rather than
maganda.
architecture.
Mas gusto ko yung
Okay,
yung
and
law.
then you took your is it master's degree or doctor's degree? Kasi PhD?
Master's degree.
Master's degree
in
sa
Ateneo.
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 And then the PhD?
Yung academic, yung mga academic courses, tapos ko na lahat yun. Except for my dissertation.
Right. Okay, so what's the first job?
First job ko was when I was in Ateneo for my master's. So, una-una kasi I was lucky to get the Ford Foundation Institution Building Scholarship there.
Wow.
And then, while I was there, they gave me a job as a research associate. So, yun ang aking first job.
So this is like a clerical thing? writing here and there?
Field work.
Field work?
Talaga.
Research?
Survey. Somewhere in Laguna. Sa Bae, Laguna. Ganon. So, maganda na experience. Another, exposure na naman siya.
Right. And then after that?
After Ateneo, nagtrabaho ko sa UN as information officer sa United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Kasi before merong refugee center tayo di ba, in Cambodian,
I don't know, sir. What year is that? What year is that? I'm sorry. I was born in 82.
All right. Ano na yun, 82.
Okay, you worked there. How did this selling career start?
All right. Kasi, napunta din ako kasi sa academe. Kasi sa academe, like being a trainer din naman, di ba? Being a sales trainer. So, sa academe kasi nagtuturo ka you're selling ideas na. Di ba? Like you have a group of college students there in front of you. Yung iba dyan, di ba? Resistant. Yung iba dyan, yung iba receptive, gano'n. So, you're selling ideas na nun So, and then, nagkaroon ako ng one instance na my younger brother, si Denden, told me na, why don't you go to Makati? Punta ka na sa corporate world. So nagsubmit ako ng resume, and then they got me as training head. And then after that, sabi ko, kulang like you're teaching sales, and then you don't have a sales experience. So I need to have that. So, naging regional head naman ako ng for Southern Luzon sa sales.
Is it something that on purpose you did? I mean, to really pursue a career in selling?
Oo, I chose it. I chose it. Kasi, if you're a sales trainer and then wala ka experience, parang medyo queasy Medyo queasy yung pakiramdam. Like you're in front of battle-tested salespersons and then you are training them. So parang, okay, you can wing it. Matatapos mo talaga yung training program, mataas evaluation mo. Pero hindi ka mapalagay kasi baka masingitan ka ng question na ginawa mo ba yan?
Yeah, oo, kasi marami pa rin ngayon. I mean, even though they are teaching, they don't really have the first-hand actual experience.
Oo.
And that's bad, especially in your case. I mean, this is a real-life thing.
Oo nga.
Ahente, a sales professional's handbook. You wrote this way back in what year?
It came out 2011.
2011. And I think the mission is clear. The mission is very clear. You want to have a Filipino salesman.
Yeah, oo. Well, yung mga Filipino salesman kasi they just need a nudge. They just need a source of knowledge. That will later on be translated into skills. Kasi masisipag naman yan kaya lang siguro nagiging tamad dahil hindi nila alam yung ginagawa nila.
Yeah, and we know that this is one of the easiest careers
Yes.
To go to if also you want to earn some cash.
Oo. Kasi kumbaga laging may job vacancy pag pag
sales.
sa sales Oo.
Okay, but the turnover, however, medyo mabilis din, saka malaki.
Yeah,
Bakit may mga salespeople na nagsasucceed at bakit maraming mga tao nag-fail?
Yeah. Una kasi yung yung nagsasucceed, yung commitment nila dun sa pangarap nila or dun sa kanilang personal vision And nagsasucceed din sila because nung pumunta sila sa sales, meron silang dinedicate nila Let's say sa isang purpose or dinedicate nila sa isang tao or dun sa pamilya nila Yung nagda-drive sa kanila to succeed. And then itong mga tao na to na fortunately they were given a training program that really enabled them Kasi minsan kahit masipag ka, kung misguided naman, walang direksyon. So mapuput astray ka rin naman.
Right. And this question should be asked as far as organizations are concerned, why don't they have a structured training program, especially for the small and medium businesses? Why don't they have such a training program? Yung ladderized, yung structured, yung talagang hindi mo lang sila kukunin and then let them sell.
Oo. Well, for two reasons One, profit. And second, baka yung kanilang strategy is kailangan marami silang ma-recruit, And then meron naman magbebenta diyan So kasi pag continuous training pa yan, may gastos din sila.
May expense, Tapos kukunin ka pa. I heard na medyo expensive ka daw.
Kunin niyo ako. Hindi masyado.
Hindi masyado. So, mali yung aking narinig na expensive ka daw.
Tama lang.
Now, what's the number one thing in selling as far as an individual is concerned? What should I have?
Yung attitude Kasi yung attitude ang nagpo-propel ng success sa selling talaga.
Number two.
Number two is you need to willing to do the hard work.
So ito yung talagang trabaho.
Oo, talagang pero hindi pwedeng hard work kung mali yung attitude So kaya nakatayo doon sa attitude yung hard work.
Sige. So we are going to pause for a very short commercial and then after the second segment I'm going to talk again with you. However, before the short commercial, I have here some cards with me. So probably you can just select 5 of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask the questions. 5.
5. 1, 2,
3,
4,
5.
Nakakatakot to.
It's very simple questions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we pause for a short commercial, if burn out, where do you go? If burn out, where do you go?
Ako, pinakagusto ko Laguna.
Laguna. Your favorite color?
Favorite color, blue?
Blue. Have you ever lied to your parents about the cost of your school project?
Once.
What turns you on?
What turns me on? Still, good books.
Good books. Profession you would never ever consider participating in?
Mathematician.
Mathematician. Ladies and gentlemen, Creative Business will be right back.
Right.